Hey everybody. I'm kind of in a situation today. I have like a lot of stuff to do, and instead of doing it, I am just relaxing because my neck is hurting really bad. I just got done game streaming, video streaming games, whatever. But anyways, I was just doing that. Yeah, it was fun, and I want to do that later again. But right now, I'm a little bit in pain. But I want to talk about something. Harassment, bullying. Um, you know, our dead names, people in our lives that really do care about us or part of our lives should respect us. Like if he knew us before, when we had the dead name, try every possibility to correct yourself and forget about that other name. That name doesn't exist to people like in my similar situation. Um, the whole situation with pronouns. Respect the individual and, call them what they want to be called instead of the wrong thing, because it's disrespectful and it's hurtful. Because it's still annoying to me too. I'm still dealing with this at work where somebody will call me by the right name now, but they refer to me by the wrong pronouns. That makes me crazy. And it's somebody in a higher position where they shouldn't be doing that. But anyways, we're not going to talk about that right now. Also, at your work or whatever you're doing in life, stand up for yourself. You have every right to put your foot down and not, allow them to harass you or bully you. So, it's those type of friends that, at least they'll understand it, and I appreciate that, and they're the ones that have actually been part of my life since I did this. Since I'm going this path, like, they're okay with it and they're like supporting me. But like, there's some people that, disagree with it and they will be rude and all that, but you don't have to put up with it. You have every right to stand your ground and say no more, I avoid certain people in my life now. Like, I still involve them to a certain extent, but I'm not around them as much because they refuse to call me by my name, and it's hurtful, and they don't understand that, and that's fine that they don't understand that, whatever, because that, to me, that says that you don't care enough about me to understand it. Like, you're not taking it upon yourself to actually learn about it, to actually be part of it. No, you just want to sit back and just, not even try in life, and that's sad to me. But anyways, a little bit of a tangent there. What was I saying? So if you have people in your life that aren't respectful enough to be part of the change or the transition or, the actual name correction, maybe it's time to cut back on being around them people. That's what I have been doing. A lot of the reason why I'm cutting back from certain people also is the negativity. I'm not really a big fan of negativity. I used to be completely absorbed by it. But I've been working so hard to stay away from the negativity and so hard to move forward and be who I really am. So that negativity, just every single time I'm around it now, it's so bad. I don't like it. It makes me feel really, really bad about myself and sorry about myself, even though I shouldn't. But it's just the negativity altogether, and that's terrible. every individual has a right to live their life the way they want to, and they have a right to stand up for themselves. So your transition is special, and the people that you involve into your transition, they should feel welcomed and happy about it. They should be appreciative that you're actually keeping them in your life, that you're letting them be part of something so magnificent as your transition. So, you know, if you're gonna be shitty about it, the person that's transitioning doesn't really freaking need you, because that's just the wrong way to act. Make sure that no matter what, I mean, okay, we're all gonna get upset with each other at some point, and you know, we're gonna get our feelings hurt, people are gonna get their feelings hurt. This is gonna happen, but you know, even if I say something to upset a friend of mine, you know, it might be weird at first, like, you know, blah 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 blah. I know, right? The blah 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 thing is back. But yeah, so you know, you might have a disagreement, you might be offended, they might be offended, but it goes away as long as you actually care enough about the other people. But don't let anybody tell you how your transition should be or how you should be respected. You have every right to have the pronouns that you want, and for everybody to have your name being pronounced the way you want to pronounce it. Ow. But you know, and I have been taking the time to appreciate all the things I have and the people I have in my life, and you know, the support and help that I do have. Very, very many times I feel like I don't have support at all, but I do, and I know I do now. But it's those times when you hit like a really low point where you're alone, and you know, you're worried, and all these, you know, dysphoria, negative thoughts, and all that can start rushing in, and you need to be able to defend yourself against that. So with other people that actually do care about you and are respectful for your transition and stuff like that, with them supporting you, that you can build yourself a little wall against the negativity. And that's what we all need to do. You know, this week I decided to do something that I've been thinking about doing for a while, which is retire everything military in my life. I think that I'm gonna go ahead and have my name changed by the military. I haven't even like started that process yet, so that ought to be interesting, because I don't even know what that's all entails. So you can be involved with that steps. But for now, I went ahead and retired all my military stuff, because that's not who I am. That was a part of my past, but that's not really who I am. So I don't really need it out and about and seeing it every frickin' day and reminding myself that, you know, this was part of it. I'm very, very proud of myself for what I've overcome in the military, and where I, you know, was fighting for, and you know, how I was in the military, and basically the fact that I made it through infantry basic training still blows my mind, because I didn't think I would, but I did. So not everybody can say that, so I got that. But you know, realistically, that's not who I am. I went there as a desperation of trying to figure out who I was and trying to be somebody I wasn't. But anyways, so along with my military stuff, I came across a box that said keep. And I opened it up because I wanted to see what was in there. And before I start storing more stuff away, it was my grandpa's stuff. And, you know, he passed away when I was coming out of active duty. He hurt himself when I was in basic, but yet he was still there for me. This man was somebody that loved to entertain. I think that's where I got that from. You know, he was such a good-hearted person, and he loved everybody, and he appreciated everybody. And as I was looking through the stuff, I had that simple thought, like, wow, you know what? I know he's one person that would be appreciative of who I am today, of who I'm becoming. My grandpa, he would have been such a big supporter of it. And it's sad because I miss him a lot. I was trying to put stuff away, but there was some stuff I just had to keep on looking at. It's fine. We all need those special things in our lives, and that's what it was for me, and that's what it is. And I'm going to keep on having that part displayed in my apartment because, you know, that's something that reminds me of my grandpa, and he's one hell of a person, and he helped me so much, and he was a very, very big part of my life. My mom is adopted. I don't know my father, so there for a long time, I do have a stepfather now, but there for a while, you know, my grandpa was my figure of life. It's weird not being close to family. There's a lot of people that, you know, have cousins that they hang out with, or, you know, uncles, aunts, or just distant relatives that maybe might be in different states that they get to go travel to and see and all that. I don't have that. I live where I live, and that's it. That's where I'm at. I would love to go see more of the world. I really want to. I especially want to go see Disney. But, you know, I didn't get to travel a lot when I was younger, and now it's upon myself to do everything like that and travel and all that, but I don't have the money because I kind of have other things I gotta do right now. But I want to make it a part of my life. I want to go see Disney so bad. You know, but speaking of family and stuff like that, I do consider some of my friends family. There's a couple of them that have really welcomed who I am and welcomed me around their family. It's those type of friends that I'm going to hold on to the most, because those are the type of people that appreciate me the most. They're the ones that's going to be there to push me to be the better person that I know I am. You know, and they're going to help me make sure that I stay on track and that I don't accept anybody bullying me. So, because bullying and, you know, harassment, those are all stages that were possible to see in our lifetime, or our transition. I know I've already seen a lot of it, and I'm not okay with it, but, you know, make sure that if you are getting bullied or harassed, keep track of it all. Keep a calm head. Don't go flying off the rails. And, you know, make sure that you're talking to somebody about it. Whether it be a friend, a family member, a therapist. To me, I recommend having a therapist because she's been amazing to me, and she's helped me out so much, and she's kept me level-headed. But also I talk to my friends, and they've helped me out. Some friends come and go. Some friends you don't have to see every day. Some friends you don't have to see every week or month. There's one good friend of mine that we only like really talk to each other face to face like once a year. We text each other every once in a while, but I know that no matter what, we're good friends. If I needed him, he would be here just in a second. So that's the type of people you need to hold on to in your life. The negative people, the people that want to bring you down, there's no real point of dealing with it. Your transition is about you. Focus on your transition. Focus on you. If something doesn't make you happy, maybe it doesn't really need to be part of your life. Take your transition, find out your center, find out who you are, and if you're not happy with something, don't involve it. This is a point to grow, to experience yourself in new ways, and to learn about yourself, and for you to become who you really are. Anybody that has a problem with that can go fuck themselves. But anyways, so that's what I'm going to say. Harassment, bullying needs to stop. Make sure you're doing right by you. Stay positive. Don't let negativity into your life. Walk away from negativity. You know, even if you have somebody that's really, really close to you, that's really, really negative, avoid as much as you can being around them. I know I do. And I've improved in my smiles. So, make sure you make yourself number one. You have every right to stand up for who you are. Don't apologize for who you are. Do not apologize for who you are. You are who you are, and nobody is okay to change that. Nobody has that right. So, there you go. And thanks for being part of my transition. It's really fun. Again, if you could, like, subscribe, comment, share, talk about whatever. You know, come check out my streamings when I'm video gaming. But, you know, other than that, Pride's coming up here soon. So that's something big. And then some other stuff. But, one video at a time. Alright, so bye.